1 year.
Baby. Morning's here again. So let's do this, sugar. And no cream. Wake up slow, take that first sip. Shizzy's got 'em slipping, losing their grip. His moves so smooth to start your day. What you gonna do? Oh, you know the way. You know Papa don't flinch, don't blink. Ooh, baby, he's sharper than you think. Morning whiz, take it in. Shizzy's got a whole new spin. Fools keep falling, truth's on fire. Papa Nut just lit the pyre. Oh no, they tried to come for him. Look at those fools looking so dim. They poke, they scratch, they beg, they plead. But I'm right here, waiting for my daddy to lead. Pour it black, shake off the night. Shizzy's teasing, get me going just right. Morning whiz, start the show. Sip it slow, let it flow. Fools are crying, game's been set. Ooh, baby, they ain't seen nothing yet. Now that's a morning sugar. Coffee's hot and burning. And Shizzy Daddy, oh, he's just getting started. Come on, Daddy, give me some of that something.
Oh my God, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry. He took it to the outro.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you wonderful people doing this morning? Well, sleeping in. Bonjour, Frenchie. How you doing? Nancy, sarcastic one, Frenchie. Oh my gosh, polymopicus. Lyrics say, morning whiz, take it in. Does that flow the other way? No, you're not supposed to be. No, you're supposed to just take it in. Enjoy the ambience of the morning. Jeez, brother. Shame on you. I mean, you know, I guess if it's cold enough outside, you can take it in. Good morning, Andrea Starkey. Good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Faves, how are you? Oh, Lord, Wes. T-minus 2 hours and 25 minutes until hey, hell breaks loose in the Levy County. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think that's Levy County though. I'm pretty sure that the deposition is going to be elsewhere. Pretty positive that it's well, I mean, unless they're doing it remotely, which I think for that deposition has to be done in person. I mean, all court hearings are supposed to be done, you know, remotely as far as I can remember. But hey, you know, what do I know? Diane's mom, good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. I love that avatar. That is absolutely wonderful. Elf, how you doing? Good morning. Great mods and everyone in chat. Yes, we love our mods. Star Z, good morning. Jillian, how you doing? I love the name Jillian Soyban. That's a pretty cool name. I have my phase. Oh no, Tracy, you fell asleep minutes after you said I'm out of here last night. Oh, that does work. Yeah. There's something that I've found really interesting, and this was sent over to me the other day, and I totally forgot all about it, and I thought give you guys a nice little bit of the amount of crazy. The amount of crazy that people have to deal with is wonderful. Oh, thank you. Diane's mom said, thanks for having my back yesterday. I hope so. What did I do? I don't know what I did, but you're welcome. Welcome, Diane's mom. I hope everyone's got your back, good Lord. You don't want people being mean. What did I do? I don't know what I did, but you're welcome. I do things without even realizing it. Thank you very much. Very much. It's in Gainesville. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's going to be in Gainesville, and that's for the thumbnail. No, thumbnail. It would be for the Fed case. Yeah. That her bankruptcy. It's going to be in Gainesville. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Your day starts around 4 a.m. local time, so the brain is in overdrive by now. Well, it happens. It happens. It depends on where you're at. It will definitely do that. Hey, Strat Lover, how you doing? Oh my gosh, faves, Terry Bear, good to see you. Hello, Peggy. Oh my gosh, you guys are. Hey, Valor, how you doing? I didn't realize you had a thorn in your side last night. I spoke with that individual in the chat. I stayed up to make sure they left you alone. People messing with the faves. Yeah, they shouldn't be messing with the faves at all. That's never good. You swore Jeremy said Levy County Courthouse. I don't know. Maybe he's got other things on his mind. A friendly hello to Shizzy and chat from Germany. Welcome. We love having people from all parts of the European nations. It's great. It's great that you guys get a good time for you. Oh my, hello, Aunt. Good to see ya. Yes. So this is what I forgot to show yesterday. So we're going to give it a little bit of love today.
Crazy people. Like you can do something else without these people. Like there's people that literally just come in every day. I heard that girl Lauren said it today, or maybe it was who was that? Like the famous girl.
Stop calling. We're beating. Don't go at 3 a.m. Don't be doing. Yeah,
I did not do that. Megan Fox or whatever. It's like I haven't fat shamed. Are you?
No, she hasn't. She hasn't yet. you guys are wanting Megan Fox to fat shame you. See, Megan realizes one thing. Okay. That you fools like J711 has never figured out. Okay. Megan knows that she is not the thinnest, most slender, slim creature. And it's a constant work for her. Absolutely. She says Rackets has created, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Nick Rekieta. A lot of people call him Rackets. She asked him, I want you to fat shame me because the way that you go about doing it is so on point that it makes me want to work harder on myself to make myself better, to work on getting, it's so fun and so funny, and you do it in such a way that it makes me want to work harder to look better, to slender up. Megan has, she goes, works out at the gym. She is trying to get herself nice and slender. She goes, I may never get there, but it's also fun that I have friends that care about me enough that they will point out where I need to work on myself. And if you've got problems with what you call fat shaming, well, then don't be fat. Work on it. Work on yourself. That's what the roast is about. And it does not bother her. She knows her flaws. These other freaks and fools, they have no idea how bad it makes them look. If you decide, no, you know what, I just don't want to put the effort in and exercise, that's on you. That's on you. J711, She hasn't even begun. She said, you want me to, I will. If you don't like the thumbnails that they're putting out there about you, then don't be that way. They've taken their image and shown what they look like. They haven't made them look any bigger than they are. Good Lord. Oh man. Just horrible, vile little creatures.
Fucking people.
Of course they have. Are you? What are their thumbnails then?
The thumbnails are pictures of you. They're pictures of you. If they're even using you, I think most people have started going away from that. You know, because of the way that you act whenever somebody shows an image of you. Oh.
Holy
Personally
shit.
got it from your account, but how do we know you're not the fucking accounts on the back end? We don't know who.
You want to know? You know what? You want to know what my alternate account is? I don't have one. I honestly don't have. I don't have any alt accounts. On Facebook, you can see me on Facebook. It's Shizzywhiznut or Shizzywhiznut. I don't remember how I put it in there, but it's just Shizzywhiznut. That's how you find it on Facebook. There's like a space in there somewhere because they want you to have a first and last name on Facebook. I was like, okay, whatever. I'll put something in there. And the Facebook, I don't sit there and hang out on Facebook all the time anyway. Do I have any other Facebook accounts? I have an original one that I set up whenever Facebook first started. By the way, everyone has a Facebook account. If you've ever even had your phone number out there with somebody that has an account on Facebook, you probably have an account on Facebook. You just don't know it. It's not attached to anything, but it's just waiting for you. If you've created an email address, you have a Google account. If you've done any sort of Google, you know, because there's that little thing you want to share your contacts with Facebook. A lot of people would to see if people were on Facebook. And whenever it did that, it created Facebook accounts for everyone in your phone book. Everyone. Yeah, everyone has a Facebook account. They don't know it. So back to this. I don't have alt accounts. I do have another YouTube account, which would be the Shizzywhiznut. What is it? Remastered. Yeah, I have that one. And I think I have one that I originally started up with my other email address. And that one is just dead. It's a dead account. There's nothing on there. There's no, but yeah, I don't think I've logged into that thing ever. But that, you know, there's that, but that's it. That, like, these people that think, you know, I have multiple accounts or something. No. If I log into YouTube, Rumble, anything like that, it's Shizzywhiznut. Simple. I can't keep up with that kind of crap. You know, the people that you see is bonjour French. The people that you see creating all these alt accounts, they have a reason for creating them. That's definitely not me. So if anybody thinks, oh, that's Shizzy, nope. If it doesn't say Shizzywhiznut on there or some form of that, which will just be the two, then it's not me. It's just not me. I don't do it. First name Shizzy, middle name Saggy, last name Nuts. That could be Tree God. There's a possibility. Shizzy Saggy Nuts. Oh, that's good. I like that.
Who your fucking burners are? We know you've done it, you piece of
Okay,
shit.
can I say one good thing? Jess, so Baker made a whole big deal about how he really would love to stream with Nikki Rackets in it.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? And it's not Nikki, it's Nick Rekieta. Or Nicholas Rekieta, whichever, but yeah, he doesn't go by Nikki. Like, she thinks this is some sort of flex. And I would say that Baker's chances of having having Nick Rekieta on his stream are much higher than J711 ever having him on there. I mean, he would come on and make you look like the low life piece of crap you are, but yeah, I just don't see it happening, especially after what your little friend there had to say about Nick Rekieta. Yeah.
His afternoon stream. Do you know that I don't even want to say it. Nicky Rackets is a good buddy. He might be on my show before he was ever on Baker's. So.
No. Nicky the Nose, aka Nicky the Nose. No, I mean, I would like at some point to stream with Nick Rekieta, but I'm not going to push some issue like that. I mean, that to me just seems like really weird. Although I do know you have to sort of stay on Nick if you want to get his attention, because, well, he has a life. He has a wife and kids, and he pretty much does his thing how he wants to do his thing. But this next shit, oh.
That's the guy that they said's like a crackhead, right, or something?
Yeah.
There you go. You just tanked that one. You just tanked any opportunity you had of having Nick Rekieta on with you. Yeah, that doesn't go good. That doesn't go good. If somebody showed this to me and said, "Oh, Shizzy, that crackhead," yeah, I would be less inclined to want to be on a stream with you. I don't care if you think you're joking. Nick 1980, bonjour, Rick. Yeah. Oh.
He's very fun. You'll love him.
All right.
He's a big.
Yeah. Nick is too good for you. Nick is way too good for you. Oh. Nick is way too good of a person for this crap. But they'll throw shade on him. They'll throw shade on him any chance that they can possibly do that. Like do they not? These people don't understand that Nick and Megan go way back. They've been good friends for quite some time. Have they always agreed? No. They there's been times they have not agreed on a lot of stuff, but they're still good friends. If you don't realize this, then, I don't know where on YouTube that you've been, but it definitely ain't there. It definitely ain't with these people. I think it's time for a nice little song, because sometimes you just have to get the tune in there. You just got to have a tune. I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect today because, well, we're going to do two of them for you today. First, we're going to do this one, and then we're going to follow it up with another one because, it just thrills the bones to play good music for you guys.
Yeah, I'd show it to you, but I think it looks too much like her. They'll think it was her, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm just trying, guys. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not breaking any guidelines or do any violations against YouTube because they're becoming really strict. As a matter of fact, they have a new beta program. I don't know if you know this story, being that it's better. I'm not sure how many. I'm sure there's thousands of channels that are doing it, but I'm not sure it's being given to everybody's channels. It's a beta program of your likeness. So if you upload a picture of yourself, YouTube will actually do a search online for any images that are like you. If I put the picture up from the footage of the body cam Shizzy, all of them would all be caught. He has all the Chinamen from Tokyo getting a hold of him. Chinamen from Tokyo, Chinamen from Tokyo, Chinamen instance, if that picture was up right there, Ratters probably would have gotten caught. If I put the picture up from the footage of the body cam shizzy, all of them would all be caught. And it's called likeness. And basically you can protect how you appear in videos and stuff on other people's channels. You get to review content where your likeness may be altered or made with AI and decide what actions to take. Yeah. Do you have that on yours? You have to look. It's under content detection. Yeah, you have to look in your studio. It's new. I got an email about it yesterday and I didn't do anything with it. I figured I'll go back and look at it. But that is something that's going on. If I put the picture up from the footage of the body cam shizzy, all of them would all be caught. He has all the Chinamen from Tokyo getting a hold of him. Chinamen from Tokyo, Chinamen from Tokyo, Chinamen from Tokyo, getting a hold of him. Under content detection, you can look up copyrights and likenesses through YouTube's algorithm and stuff. They can sometimes pull out if there's something in there that has to do with you. But this looked new, like this thing. It's brand new, so. And I was invited to be part of it. So you know how? When they started doing the stupid goals and then everybody didn't have that yet. It was like in a testing phase before everybody got them. It seems like that's what this is. If I put the picture up from the footage of the body cam shizzy, all of them would all be caught. He has all the Chinamen from Tokyo getting a hold of him. Chinamen from Tokyo, Chinamen from Tokyo, Chinamen from Tokyo, getting a hold of him. I call bullshit on that, simply because of how he's done that with me. We the foyers with my neighbor, things like that. He sought them out, so I kind of find that weird that everybody went to Jeremy, you know. But I mean, it's possible. But according to him, they wanted something from him, and he wanted something from them. Ciao. He has all the Chinamen from Tokyo getting a hold of him. If I put the picture from the footage of the body cam shizzy, all of them would all be caught. He has all the Chinamen from Tokyo getting a hold of him. Chinamen from Tokyo, Chinamen from Tokyo, Chinamen from Tokyo, getting a hold of him.
I find it interesting. I find it good morning, Volstorm. Good morning, chat. May you not encounter a flea or a lolcow today. Yeah, the funny part is the two L's thinks that they become very knowledgeable in copyright law and are going to go after Megan and Doug and everybody else, J-Hip. They really got an issue. I guess showing their foolishness. They really hate it. They hate it with a passion. Every time they get called out, they just dig in a little bit deeper, and it's just like, okay, well, you know, we'll see how all your fake copyrights work out. I guess it's not been working too well for you lately. There are at least 260,000 Chinamen in Tokyo. At least 260,000 Chinamen in Tokyo. So yes, they don't normally come from Tokyo, but there are about 260,000 people of Chinese descent that live in Tokyo. Does happen. I actually Googled that stat, you know, so I could be wrong, but you know, I was just like, I was pretty sure it would be people, you know, of Japanese descent living in Tokyo, but no, there's about 260,000 in there. I stand corrected. Me too. I was surprised. I was absolutely surprised. You can Google it though. Like, how many Chinamen live in Tokyo? There's at least 260,000. Like, okay, crazy, but it's the wildest thing. I was blown away. But not as blown away as they were whenever they hear about this next one, because it drives them nuts. It drives them nuts that Megan does this.
Okay. If that's your kind of fun, it makes you laugh, I have to tell you though. And listening to him today with his Fleabag thing, because that's probably the most I ever heard. Considering the fact she ran to them, she was sent here. That's what I believe. That too. But listening to him, more of what I've ever heard before. I'm like, holy, but this guy is like obsessed. Just like Shizzy. It's like they all have this obsession now. And I don't know if it's because they have no content, but wow! And if you look at their numbers and their views, they talk about my views. It's kind of funny, but they get more numbers when they're talking about this or me. Especially Megan on Rumble. But listening to him, more of what I've ever heard before. I'm like, holy, but this guy is like obsessed. Just like Shizzy. It's like they all have this obsession now. And I don't know if it's because they have no content. Especially Megan on Rumble. When the cops realized I made beans and the cop walked away. Yeah, she was like, holy shit. Holy shit, that'll end up being taken care of. As far as making goes, people will eventually get tired of listening to it. Yeah, so
Megan's gonna get
anyway,
tired.
so I'm editing this thing. Like I told you guys, I only
so.
go and I see them when I get a link. For some reason, they don't believe me, but that is true. But I'm listening to this because, like I said, I have a couple clips from it. So I listened to this entire 2.5 hour. Who's the hippest ball? He wants your hair. Yeah, well, good luck with that. And these two are laughing. I want Megan and Tucker now. They're laughing hysterically at like the stupidest shit. I'm like, how is this funny? But listening to him, I'm like, holy, but this guy is like obsessed. Just like Shizzy. It's like they all have this obsession now. And I don't know if it's because they have no content. Especially when the cops realized I made beans and the cop walked away. Yeah, she was like, holy shit. Like if it wasn't me that they're talking about, or let's say I was even on the outside, what the hell is so funny about this? This shit isn't even funny, and she's cracking up. And here's another thing, she got worse. Well, that's what I was going to mention, because towards the end of it, she was talking about doing shots and something, some kind of drink or whatever. And I'm thinking, wow, she's talked about other people drinking, and yet, meanwhile, her stupidity and her laughter of the silliest things, even Tug wasn't laughing by the end of it. She was sort of like, so she must be drinking or something herself during all this, but I'm like, I don't know, whatever. It's just not funny. But listening to him, I'm like, holy, but this guy is like obsessed. Just like Shizzy. It's like they all have this obsession now. And I don't know if it's because they have no content. Especially Megan on Rumble. When the cops realized I made beans and the cop walked away. Yeah, she was like, holy shit. The way she was laughing, it reminded me of the kids that were doing the roads when I was in high school. Yeah, she was like, giddy giddy, like it's like, yeah, it was like the stupid kid doing rugs for the first time in high school. Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how anybody listens to this, which is funny, because that's what she said about me. Yeah, accusing Leslie of being drunk or high. Yeah, I know. She was definitely one way when she started and another by the end, for sure. No doubt. I couldn't understand how Lucy was listening to it. I have to, and I have more. I gotta listen to trust me. I'm dying, just like. But listening to him, more of what I've ever heard before. I'm like, holy, but this guy is like obsessed. just like Shizzy. It's like they all have this obsession now, and I don't know if it's because they have no content, especially
on Rumble.
when the cops realized I made peace and the cop walked away. Yeah, she was like, holy shit.
It kills me. It kills me. They think, no, I joke not. They honestly think that because we comment on their stupidity, that we're obsessed with them. That this is really what goes on in their brain. And if you didn't see Megan and Tug last night, I caught a little bit of that as I was working on something else. So yeah, I think that was Suno. It was sounding awful towards the end on that song. They think like Ray Boner Breaker, whatever his name is, really honestly thinks that people were reaching out to his family. I don't even know who his family is. I don't care. Like, if other people are, that's on them. Never, ever do we recommend that people go and reach out to these people at all. As a matter of fact, we've said, don't reach out to them. Don't contact them. It's just going to end up being nothing but shit that you have to deal with, and you don't want to do that. But they really have this thing. I mean, what happened with their little what was it, SUV or something like that was driving by, or I don't know. Oh, we know who it is. Okay, good, I guess. You know, but that just sort of disappeared. You know, they thought cameras were up in their trees. I mean, they've got some, like, they may want to lay off the heavy medications, you know, that are non-prescribed. They might want to lay off of that shit, because you're starting to see, cameras in the trees. Boner Breaker needs to retire and concentrate on family. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's welcome to, stay on YouTube as long as he wants to, but he's got some serious issues. That man has some serious things going on. I can't even begin to know what he's thinking, and I'll say everybody deals with grief in their own way. It's unfortunate that he lost his wife. That's absolutely unfortunate, but that doesn't change the fact that he's still a piece of trash. Him as a human being he's always been, in my mind, somebody that I'm like, I can't believe that you would be this horrible to people. Like, people that did nothing to you. They watch you and go, wow, that's pretty crazy. I mean, I hope he, and taking pictures of him, he was obsessed. Maybe, I don't know. I honestly don't know what Boner Breaker does. He does his thing. I mean, I think Jay's covered some of the crazy that he's done, but I just don't know. Like him and Stupid Dave. I mean, I'm just like, okay, okay, you're okay. Like, Stupid Dave, you've been on the YouTube for how long? You've been doing YouTube, and you still can't seem to build your channel. I don't know. Wanting to get into the drama and being really bad at it. I thought, okay, you do what you got to do, man. You do what you got to do, but at some point in time, it's going to be crazy non-returns. You like the rate of return is going to be really, really low. But you do what you got to do, man. Maybe something will work out for you eventually. So continuing on from yesterday, I started reading this, and I thought I just needed a little bit more time, and there was other things that were on my mind. So I wanted to come back around to this. This is the Bruce Madskins filing, which is defendant Jeremy Hale's response. And I'm sorry, this would be Randy's filing. So this was his response in opposition to having Deuce actually in this case. The statement of facts. Action was filed by Michelle Preston against defendants Jeremy Hales, George, Larry, and DJ Radis. Ducey is an attorney licensed to practice law in Connecticut and Massachusetts, but is not licensed to practice law in Florida. Mr. Manskin was never a party to this action, was never counsel of record for any party in this action, was never admitted pro hoc vice in this case, and never filed a notice of appearance in this case. In October of 2025, think about that. Here we are in July of 2026. Almost a year. He sent multiple ex parte emails to this court in this case, including emails dated October 6th, October 7th, October 9th. These emails concern matters pending before the court in an underlying action. Now, at that time, plaintiff Michelle Lacey Alexis, whatever, LMNOP, was appearing pro se following the death of her Florida counsel, Scott Stark, in August of 2025. Even Saran Wrap was there for that. And Saran Wrap was just like, I'm not her attorney. I'm her attorney in another case. And they were trying to get it basically dismissed. They were trying to say that the bankruptcy hearing was going on. We watched exactly what happened in that case. They showed up, Lynette showed up, and Saran Wrap showed up as Larry was there. I'm thinking Jeremy and George, they were both there. DJ Radis wasn't, of course, although he would have been welcome to be there. But these people were not there for anything other than this particular case. Too long, you didn't read. Sorry, it happens. So they were not in this case. Those folks were completely separate from all of this. But yet they want to jump in there like Ducey did and insert himself into this case. October 23rd, Hales filed a motion to strike the unauthorized communications and for sanctions for unauthorized practice of law. The motion alleged that Deuce, as an out-of-state attorney, not licensed in Florida, not admitted pro hoc vice, sent ex parte emails to the court containing legal arguments on behalf of Miss Preston and may have also prepared legal documents filed in this matter, this particular matter. The motion sought to strike all communications and legal documents attributed to Manskin, prohibit further communications with the court or parties until he was properly admitted pro hoc vice or associated with Florida counsel. Like if other counsel would have come in, say Jim Bob would have joined in on there and said, I'm bringing on this guy to handle things for me, then that would be a discussion that the court can make. That also required Ms. Preston to identify any non-licensed Florida attorney who drafts paperwork on her behalf and refer the matter to the Florida Bar for investigation. It's pretty straightforward. That's all it is saying, Ms. Preston, identify any non-licensed attorney who is drafting paperwork for you on your behalf, and we need to we're requesting that you refer this matter to the Florida Bar for investigation. On October 24th, 2025, a notice of evidentiary hearing was filed setting the motion for hearing on December 17th, 2025. October, November, December, 2 months. Before Judge Grabe. The certificate of service on the notice of evidentiary hearing service portal only on Michelle Preston, pro se, at the email registered with the portal, which would be common. The notice did not identify Deuce as a person served. It did not list a service address for him. It did not certify any method of service for him. On December 5th, counsel for Hales sent Deuce a private email attaching the motion, the notice of hearing. The email was not portal service, former email service under Florida Rules of General Practice, Judicial Administration 2.516, a summons, a subpoena, or court-issued order to show cause. The hearing proceeded as scheduled on December 17th before this court. Ducey did not appear at the hearing, either personally or through counsel. No transcript or recording was made of that hearing. On December 18th, this court entered an order granting the motion to strike the unauthorized communications and for sanctions for unauthorized practice of law. The order found that Ducey is not licensed practice law, has not been admitted pro hoc vice in this matter, and the order further found that Ducey had engaged in communications with the court in the Preston case, including emails dated October 6th, 7th, and 9th, which constitute the unauthorized practice of law. It's a third-degree felony per this section, Florida statutes, referable for prosecution to the Florida Supreme Court. See? Just referable. The order struck all communications, including emails and any legal documents sent or prepared by Ducey in this case, from the record. The order admonished Ducey for engaging in authorized practice of law in Florida without proper admission. The order enjoined Ducey from further communications with the court until properly admitted pro hoc vice pursuant to Rule 1.2 of the Florida Rules of General Practice. The order also directed plaintiff Michelle Preston to identify to the court and all parties the name of anyone not licensed to practice law in Florida who gives her advice in matters before this particular court or drafts paperwork on her behalf, which is then submitted to this court in the future. Finally, the order reserved jurisdiction to enforce its terms. The certificate of service on the 18th shows that copies were furnished via filing with the Florida court's e-filing portal on the 18th to Randy. Michelle Ducey at his Massachusetts address. So he was given service. It was mailed out to him. So he knew this happened. Whether he got that letter or not, that would be up to him. He was aware of this. The underlying case between the parties remains open as this court, having separately granted defendant's motion for entitlement to sanctions. As per Section 57, Florida's statutes retain jurisdiction to determine the amount of reasonable attorney's fees for the sanction for the filing of this frivolous litigation having to do with Scott Stark and Lynette Preston. They're joined in that one together. As Miss Preston is pursuing bankruptcy, the court cannot proceed on a hearing to determine the amount of sanctions until the bankruptcy case is complete. The case is currently stayed as a result. So giving the new judge an idea of sort of heads up, this is what's going on. On May 14th, you have to think about this, December, October, November, September, let's see, they knew about this in August, September, October, well, they hit December, October, December, so December, January, February, March, April, May, 5 months. 5 months goes by. After the December 18th order was entered, Ducey filed an instant motion, appearing specially and solely for the limited purpose of challenging that order. Now, Deuce seeks to reopen for the limited purpose of vacating the order, alternatively narrowing it to remove all findings of his bad behavior or unauthorized practice of law, the felony characterization, the admonishment, and injunction. Now, Ducey asserts that the order has been submitted to Connecticut bar authorities in support of a disciplinary grievance against him. Yeah, whenever, see, he's been getting away with this kind of crap for so long that he thinks he's untouchable. Well, and here's Randy's argument, which I think is pretty tight. Rule 1.5 does not apply because December 18th, 2025 order is inoculatory and non-final. It does not authorize Ducey's motion to vacate because the December 18th order is non-final. Rule 1.5 applies only to final judgments, decrees, orders, or proceedings. The order at issue addressed only by Ducey's unauthorized practice of law without resolving any claims between the actual parties to the underlying Preston Hale's litigation, because the order did not determine judicial labor in the case and expressly reserved jurisdiction to enforce its terms. It is non-final and therefore not subject to relief under 1.5. The rule's plain language limits and its application to final orders. By its express terms, it authorizes relief only from final orders. The rule provides that on motion in such terms as are just, the court may relieve the party or party's legal representative from final judgment, order, proceeding for specific reasons, including mistake, newly discovered evidence, fraud, or voidness. Florida appellate courts have constantly held that Rule 1.5 does not authorize a trial court to grant relief from a non-final order. By its plain text, and it gives what the ruling is there, Florida Supreme Court has plainly indicated that Rule 1.54 is applicable to seek vacature of orders that are final. And this limitation reflects the fundamental principle that Rule 1.54 is designed to preserve the finality of judgments while providing limited grounds for relief from final determinations. And multiple appellate courts have dismissed appeals or denied relief where parties sought to invoke Rule 1.54 against non-final orders, and it authorizes a trial court to grant relief from a final judgment, decree, order, or proceeding, but not from a final order. Because 1.5 applies only to final judgments and not to these interlocutory orders, a motion for relief pursuant to the rule addressed to a non-final order is not authorized. Now, Florida's finality test requires unequivocal termination of judicial labor. To determine whether an order is final under Florida law, courts applies to judicial labor tests. And he gives what the tests are. They've found this to be that it just doesn't meet all the standards of 1.5. The order struck Deuce's communications. It admonished him and enjoined future communications, but it did not dispose of all substantive claims or defenses in the actual underlying case. After entry of order, Preston v. Hale's case continued with judicial labor remaining to resolve the disputes between the actual parties. The order's subject matter confirms its non-final character. The order concerned a collateral procedural issue whether Ducey, an out-of-state attorney not licensed in Florida and not admitted pro hoc vice, had engaged in unauthorized practice of law. This determination did not adjudicate the merits of Hales's claims against Preston or resolve any substantive issues between the litigants. The order addressed Duce's conduct, not the rights and obligations of the parties in the lawsuit. Moreover, the order expressly reserved jurisdiction to enforce its terms. This reservation of jurisdiction demonstrates that the court contemplated ongoing judicial involvement with respect to the matters addressed in the court. An order that reserves jurisdiction for consideration of remaining issues is non-final and not appealable. Yeah, you can't appeal something until it's done. I don't think she will turn up. The child will be sick. No, I mean, that would be really bad on her behavior if she doesn't show up. Like that right there would just show that she's delaying it even longer. And more than likely because, and we'll get into that in a little bit, the retention of jurisdiction. I'm going to see if I can pin that really quick because that's a good question right there. That's a pretty good question. Finality is determined as to the date the order is entered, not based on subsequent events. And at the time December 18th order was entered, it didn't terminate the litigation. Controlling authority establishes that 1.5 does not apply to non-final orders, and it's more of the same explanation of why this fails. The 2019 amended rule did not change the requirement that orders be final. He may argue that the 2019 amendment to Rule 1.5, which clarified that rule applies to orders as well as judgments and decrees, authorizes his motion. This argument fails because the amendment did not eliminate the require that the order be final. In 2019, they ruled to clarify that motions filed under the rule could be directed towards others as well as towards judgments and decrees. However, the Supreme Court plainly indicated that the rule is applicable to seek vacatur of orders that are final. The amendment addressed the type of final determination subject to the rule, not the finality requirement itself. District Court of Appeal addressed this precise issues and explaining that while the 2019 clarified the rule applies to orders as well as judgments and decrees, the Supreme Court plainly indicated that the rule is applicable to seek vacatur of orders that are final. The interpretation is consistent with the plain language of the amended, I scrolled too far, the amended rule, which continues to require that the judgment, decree, order, or proceeding be final. The rule provides that a court may relieve a party from final judgment, order, proceeding. The word final modifies all categories of determinations subject to the rule. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Lisa probably told her not to go. She doesn't incriminate the flea. I don't know. I think they might be starting to sweat a little bit. It's a possibility, Nikki. The order's reservation of jurisdiction confirms its non-final character. And it's more of just saying that, this is not final. December 18th order is not final. It addressed only the collateral procedural matter of, Deuce's really bad behavior. Under the plain language, controlling Florida authority does not authorize relief from non-final orders. 2, and there's a lot here. Ducey lacks standing as a non-party who never intervened. Now, Ducey lacks standing to file a motion under the Florida rules of civil procedure because he was never a party to the underlying Preston v. Hales case and never moved to intervene in the proceedings. Florida law is clear that non-parties are strangers to the record who cannot invoke the jurisdiction of the court to seek relief from orders entered in cases to which they were not parties. Duce's failure to intervene when he had the opportunity to do so bars his current motion to vacate. Even if Ducey's motion was authorized, Rule 1.54 expressly limits its application to parties in the underlying proceeding. The rule provides that the court may relieve a party non-legal representative from a final judgment, order, or proceeding for specified reasons. As we previously explained, a non-party participant in a case must be generally moved to intervene in the proceedings. As a general rule, it is too late to apply for intervention after a final decree has been entered. He was never a party. He did not appear at the December 17th hearing on the motion to strike. After the December 18th, 2025 order was entered, Ducey still did not move to intervene. Instead, approximately 5 months later, on May 14th, he filed the current motion to vacate, appearing only especially and solely for the limited purpose of challenging the order. This procedural posture confirms that Mr. Ducey Manskin remains a non-party attempting to collaterally attack an order entered in a case to which he was never a party. The stack. Non-parties are strangers to the record who lack standing. Florida law establishes that non-parties lack standing to appeal or seek relief from orders entered in cases to which they were not parties. The general rule is that a non-party is a stranger to the record who cannot transfer jurisdiction to the appellate court. Oh, this principle applies with equal force to motions filed in the trial court. And it says that appellate review is limited to parties in the lower tribunal. The non-parties are strangers to the record who cannot transfer jurisdiction. The same standing requirement applies to motions seeking relief in the trial court, as a non-party cannot invoke the court's jurisdiction to grant relief. They've also dismissed appeals and motions filed by non-parties who failed to intervene in the underlying proceedings. That the order denying intervention directed service of subsequent papers on YHT, and that the foreclosure judgment listed YHT as a defendant, none do not support a different result. And there's other similar cases like this. The 4th District reached the same conclusion. So another one, the 1st District also held the same issue. This case establishes a uniform rule across Florida's appellate districts. Non-parties who failed to intervene lack standing to challenge orders entered in cases to which they were not parties, and this rule applies with equal force to motions filed in the trial court. Florida law requires non-parties to intervene to establish standing. If you don't understand what an intervener is you would file an intervener saying that something in this case involves me. For example, you're looking to, get a protective order or something of that sort. And the facts of the case are relevant to your restraining order, for example. Then you could intervene with those limited purposes. But yeah, whenever you're writing somebody else's filings, that's a complete different story. As the court explained, a non-party seeking to participate in a case must generally move to intervene in the proceedings. Like if you were like, I've got information on Randy Shockett, for example, you would have to pull in there, and say, hey, I'm actually, I'm the Randy Shockett that you're looking for. The requirement to intervene is not merely a procedural formality, but a jurisdictional prerequisite to establishing standing. So if you have no standing, then you can't intervene in a court. Like you have to have a good reason to be filing shit in somebody's courthouse, or you can have it pretty much removed from all of that stuff. The timing of intervention is critical. As a general rule, it is too late to apply for intervention after the final decree has been entered. He had procedural options available, but failed to pursue them. He had multiple opportunities to establish standing by intervening in the proceedings, but he failed to pursue any of them. When he received notice of the proceedings via the December 5th email, he should have moved to intervene in the case. He should have appeared at the December 17th, 2025 hearing to protect any interest he claimed. If the court denied his motion to intervene, he could have appealed that denial to establish his right to participate. So he could have said, hey, you didn't allow me to participate. I tried to participate. Now you're coming after me. He did none of that. Hey, Miyagi, good to see you. Hey, look, hey, Dragon's Gravy. He could have appealed that denial to establish his right to participate. Instead, Ducey took none of these steps. He didn't move to intervene before the hearing. He didn't appear at the hearing. He didn't move to intervene after the order was entered. He waited approximately 5 months and then filed a motion to vacate, attempting to collaterally attack an order entered in a case to which he was never a party. Florida law does not permit this procedural end run around intervention requirement. A non-party seeking to participate in a case must generally move to intervene in the proceedings. Even a party able to intervene as a matter of right must obtain a court order allowing that intervention. Ducey's failure to seek intervention when he had the opportunity to do so utterly bars his current motion. This means that Ducey lacks any standing to file a motion under that rule because he was never a party to Preston v. Hales, never moved to intervene in the proceedings, and 1.54 authorizes relief only for parties or their legal representatives. Ducey is neither. His motion to vacate should be denied for lack of standing. He waived his right to challenge the order by failing to pursue interlocutory. Even If Rule 1.54 applied to the December 18th order and Ducey had standing to challenge it, which he does not, he waived his right to challenge the order by failing to pursue the proper remedy. Interlocutory appeal under the Florida Rule of Appellate Procedure 9.130. And this is where Randy has said multiple times, it's aggravating to him to have to basically give him all of the rules. He gives him all of the information, and this is what he was doing throughout Fed 1. He was like, Deuce would file something. He would go, yeah, that's not proper. You can't file that. Why are you filing this? And Ducey would file it anyway. And Randy's just like, Your Honor, respectfully, I'm having to teach him the Florida rules because he doesn't know, to try to keep this docket clean. And he keeps papering it with bullshit. And then, of course, the judge didn't like that and sanctioned Randy for having to correct him on shit. Now, it gets so aggravating. The December 18th, 2025 order expressly stated Bruce Manscan is hereby enjoined from further communications with the court until properly admitted pro hoc vice pursuant to Rule 1.20 of the Florida Rules of General Practice Judicial Administration or associated with Florida counsel who actively participates in this matter. This language unambiguously establishes an injunction. The order prohibits Deuce from engaging in specific conduct, communicating with the court unless and until he satisfies certain conditions. It's quintessential function of an injunction to restrain a party from taking particular actions. It provides the Florida Rules of Appellate Procedure provides an immediate appeal of injunction orders. The Appellate Procedure 9.130 authorizes appeals of certain non-final orders to the District Courts of Appeal. Specifically, Rule 9.130 permits immediate appeal of the non-final orders that grant, continue, modify, deny, or dissolve injunctions or refuse to modify or dissolve injunctions. The Florida Constitution grants District Court of Appeal authority to review non-final orders to the extent provided by the rules adopted by the Supreme Court. It provides that authority for orders involving injunctions. So there was a remedy. He just didn't pursue it. He decided to do the wrong motion in there. The December 18th order falls squarely within this category. By enjoining Deuce from communicating with the court, the order granted an injunction. This made the order immediately appealable under that rule right there, regardless of whether it was final order. An interlocutory appeal was his proper remedy to challenge that injunction. And that notice of appeal must be filed within 30 days. So he waited 5 months, filed the wrong one, and now he's trying to get this thing brought in front of a judge. Oh. Pursuant to the Florida Rule of Appellate Procedure, the jurisdiction of an appellate court must be invoked by filing a notice of appeal within 30 days of rendition of the order to be reviewed. This 30-day deadline is mandatory and jurisdictional. The time limit begins to run from the date that order is rendered to, which this case was December 18th, 2025. Ducey failed to file a timely notice of appeal. The undisputed facts establish that Ducey failed to pursue timely interlocutory appeal. The order was entered on 18th. The order was served on Ducey, the e-filing portal, on December 18th. Ducey did not file a notice of appeal within 30 days of the order. He did not file any motion for reconsideration in the trial court. On May 14th of 2026, approximately 5 months after that order, he filed his motion to vacate under Rule 1.5. The 30-day period for filing notice of appeal expired in mid-January of 2026. His motion, filed nearly 4 months after that deadline expired, cannot resurrect his lost appellate rights. Motions for reconsideration of non-final orders do not toll the appeal period. Unlike unauthorized and timely motions directed to the final order, motions for reconsideration or rehearing of non-final orders are authorized and therefore do not toll the 30-day time limit for filing that notice of appeal. Even if Ducey had filed the motion for reconsideration of the December 18th, 2025 order, which he did not, such a motion would not have extended his time to appeal. The 30-day deadline would have continued to run, and his failure to file a notice of appeal within that period would still constitute waiver. The fact that Ducey filed no motion for reconsideration simply allowed the appeal period to expire makes his procedural default even more egregious. That failure to pursue timely interlocutory appeal constitutes a waiver. His failure to pursue this timely waivers his right to challenge the December 18th order. He actually had notice of the order as it was served on him via filing the e-filing portal on the date it was entered. He had a clear and available remedy, filing a notice of appeal within 30 days. He chose not to pursue that remedy. His failure to act within the prescribed time period bars his current motion. The policy underlying appellate's deadlines is to promote finality, prevent parties from indefinitely challenging orders. When a party has actual notice of an order and a clear remedy available but fails to pursue that remedy within the time prescribed by the rules, that party waives the right to challenge the order. Ducey cannot now, 5 months later, attempt to obtain through Rule 1.5 motion the relief he failed to seek through the timely channels. His 5-month delay demonstrates his lack of any diligence. His 5-month delay between the entry of the order and the filing of his motion further demonstrate that his motion should be denied. The order was entered on 18th. He filed his motion on May 14th. This substantial delay is inconsistent with any claim of urgency or prejudice. Even under Rule 1.5, which permits challenge to void orders, all motions must be filed within a reasonable time after the entry or challenge final order. Simply filing a motion to vacate pursuant to this rule within 1 year of a final judgment does not eliminate a litigant's responsibility to bring the motion to the attention of the trial court within a reasonable time. Here, Ducey's 5-month delay is particularly unreasonable given that he had an immediate remedy available through interlocutory repeal. Even if the order truly caused him the harm he now claims, he should have acted promptly to appeal it within 30 days. His failure to do so, followed by a 5-month delay before filing an improper motion, demonstrates a lack of diligence or just general stupidity that bars relief. Reopening the Manskin order, is just inappropriate. He wants to reopen to challenge an order he failed to timely appeal. Then this court should decline to do so. Agreed. Ducey had proper remedy. He could have appealed under Rule 9. He failed to pursue that. Allowing him to now reopen to challenge an order he failed to timely appeal would just reward procedural default. There's rules that establish clear procedures and deadlines for challenging orders. When a party has actual notice of an order, he has an available remedy. And if they fail to pursue that remedy within the prescribed time, that dumbass can't later seek to reopen the case through an improper procedural vehicle. To hold otherwise would render appellate's deadlines meaningless and encourage parties just to ignore all the bullshit that they're not supposed to ignore. Moreover, Ducey's 5-month delay in seeking relief demonstrates that reopening to challenge an order he failed to timely appeal is just not warranted. If the order truly caused him immediate and irreparable harm, he would have acted promptly to appeal it. This failure to pursue timely appeal constitutes waiver and bars his current motion. The court should deny Mr. Manskin's motion to decline to reopen and challenge the order he failed to timely appeal. For the foregoing reason, they respectfully request this court enter an order denying Duce's special limited appearance, motion to reopen the case for limited purpose, and motion to vacate order granting motion to strike unauthorized communications and for sanctions for unauthorized practice of law in its entirety, declining to reopen to challenge an order he failed to timely appeal, affirming the December 18th order granting motion to strike those communications and for sanctions for unauthorized practice of law, and also finding that Manskin's motion is procedurally barred because 1A, Florida Rule of Civil Procedure does not apply to this. B, he lacks standing as a non-party who never intervened in this action. C, Ducey waived his right to challenge the order by failing to pursue it timely. And D, reopening is inappropriate under these circumstances, granting such or other order and further relief as this court deems just is improper. Submitted the 2nd day of July, 2026. And here we are at the 7th. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Ducey wants to have it all. He wants to be part of the case, but doesn't want to be part of the case. Like, make up your mind, man. Make up your mind. What do you really want? What do you really want? Oh, well, we know what they want. They want to destroy any credibility in any other cases that Jeremy may have. This is one sexy, well-written motion. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Well, Randy does write pretty damn good. Yes, Lynette must appear in person. That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking that was going on. I was pretty positive that was true. And there was something here that somebody asked a little bit earlier. I want to see if I can find it. I don't see it. Why is that doing it? Somebody was asking a question. Here it is. I was there and I scrolled right past it again. What did I do? Where did it go? I am so slow in some of these things because somebody had asked me a question about this earlier or made a statement on there, but now I forgot what it was. See, I don't like this damn thing because it does some really crazy stuff. Randy's partner is the motion writing genius. Oh yeah. I would agree. Ingalls, yes, Ingalls is pretty damn good. I mean, I really enjoy a lot of what she writes, and it wouldn't surprise me if she wrote this. She's done quite a few of the pleadings for this. You know, Randy is the final signature on it, but she's absolutely like brilliant. Doreen, yes, Doreen is absolutely brilliant. And I've been quite impressed with it. She's made plans to show up late, according to what Tug was told. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about what's going on, the bankruptcy. It's like people think that I've got like some like inside track to this. I know mainly everything that you know. Like, I'm not going to be at the hearing because if I'm not mistaken, that's a closed deposition. The only people that should be there is, I believe, a court reporter, a judge, any of the parties to that particular case. That's like the only people that are allowed to be there. So, I mean, could the flea be in there? Probably not. You know, there's the thing is there's been no motion that she's made to intervene in this case whatsoever. And there's a possibility that if she does show up, they'll say, yeah, you're not allowed. Like, this is a closed deposition. There's always that possibility. I don't know. Just passing on what you heard. Yeah, that's always a possibility, you know. I mean, maybe Tug and Jeremy have spoken on this. I don't know. That would be between them and them alone. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. We've got too many crazies out there that, you know, want to jump in and try to get there. Crook cannot be there either. I believe that is incorrect. I think that he is listed as a creditor only because he's partial owner of that property. So that would sort of involve him, but I don't know. Fleece get off her chair? Well, I mean, maybe. Is it 5? I don't know. It's like 7:20. Good morning, Stringer. Good to see you. See, I don't know what's going on with some of this stuff. I'm covering multiple cases right now. This is why I find a lot of this stuff so interesting, is because here I am. I'm covering some of the Shrilla stuff still. And I'm just, not every single day there's things that I'm looking at. You've got all of the crazy that's going on with Baker's, little simps. I mean, they're you talk about garage groupies. That is a hell of a bunch of garage groupies. I'm looking at a lot of the Birchmore stuff that's going on. Probably do some more of that tonight. And I mean, there's just tons of cases out there to talk about, to review. This is one of many of them. I fully am in support of what Jeremy's doing, but that doesn't mean that I know everything that's going on. Is George still in the picture? I don't know, Frozen AOL. I mean, you probably would know more than I do. I mean, as far as I know, George is involved in the thumbnail case and everything else. Like that I would assume her name is still listed on all of those documents. She's still waiting for the case to be over in the Trespass 5 case. Like, I think she's involved in this as much as Madam Mayor is in the Trespass 5. I mean, people tend to forget, just because you don't see someone doesn't mean that they just magically poof disappeared. So as far as them still being involved, yeah, their name is still on those suits. Same as Travis. Travis is listed on there. He gets all the same information that everybody else does, as far as I know. Yeah. Jeremy has asked for prayers. George is dealing with a serious personal matter. As that's how it goes. People do what they do. Do I know? I mean, if you're asking me if I know whether there's any personal involvement or what people's personal life is going on, no, I don't. I don't pay attention to what is going on in people's personal lives, unless they share something with me. It doesn't matter. And anything that they share with me, if they say they don't want me talking about it, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk about it. I was paying attention to the Birchmore case. Turtle Boy was so full of it on Megan's live stream with his narrative about it. I don't know. I saw part of that interview. I mean, it's there's some crazy stuff going on there. I mean, I did get my channel last night. 18, you have to be 18 years old or older to watch it. Yeah, might have said self-deletion too many times in there. That would be, yeah, the actual word. So you want to see how YouTube reacts? Well, say those kinds of words out there. Yeah, it gets bad. They usually don't like it. Crook is an idiot. Well, pretty much, yeah. He's proven that time and time again. Did you hear about the latest case in Ohio serving a warrant? Authorities found in a 12x12 room. No, I haven't, Sharon. No, I haven't heard about another case going on in Ohio. You have to understand, there's only so much time in the day, and I have a full-time job. So as far as something going on in Ohio involving some kids, man, I really, really, really don't like covering cases about kids. I really don't. To me, it's just like, it breaks the heart. Anything that's involving kids like that, it just breaks the heart. So I try to avoid that kind of stuff. Also, you're going to have a hard time getting a lot of information on it because they want to protect the privacy of children. And that right there, which I agree with, you should be able to protect the privacy of children. And it'll be after a lot of that stuff gets redacted that you'll be able to find out quite a bit about it. I know that Tug had Ashley on, and people have been attacking the hell out of Ashley over that, and especially, you know, the two L's and John Crook, and just going on the full on attack, which is not cool. Ashley has been, you know, pretty straightforward with her feelings about it, and I respect that she doesn't want to be involved in this crap. They've tried to do some really shady stuff with her, and you know, I think she should just continue living her life to its fullest. I mean, they're the ones bringing the problems, knocking on her door, and they're not liking her response. They're not liking her husband's response whenever he says, yeah, you tell me, you tell me all about your bullshit, because we know the kind of behavior that you have. We know the kind of innuendos you make. We know how your mind is, that you're a sick little group of individuals. Her husband is counter-striking with grace. Yeah, absolutely. Like much respect that he's pretty much taking it calm. Onion's attorney general is involved. Onion's attorney. I don't know who Onion's attorney general. Maybe you meant Ohio's attorney general is involved. That could be. Her husband is Grace. Nancy, she is sick. She thinks she can do anything Jeremy Hales can, but better. The only thing she is greedy. Yeah. She so much wants to be Jeremy. She wants to be in the same position. I mean, so far that she went and created her own whatnot. It's like, okay, you're welcome to do that. Nobody gives two shits. Go for it. I mean, I understood early on what she was trying to pull. My chat would support the in cloud dealing with health issue, giving her some love. Please go check out In the Clouds. Yes. Yeah. Go give a little In the Clouds dealing with health issues. Give her some love. Yeah, most definitely. The matter that Ashley went through as a child was against Lynette. There's zero chance that Lynette gets any sealed files reopened. Yeah, that won't happen. Yeah, the only person that can unseal those would be the child. Like Ashley could get them unsealed, but she would have to appeal for it. She can't post her shit. Who can't post their shit? I don't know who can't post their shit. I mean, this was going through my head the other day, and I alluded to it. The flea has this idea. You know, the two L's over there have this wonderful idea. They think just because they put their stuff behind a paywall that they're going to come back and say, it's because of these people talking about me on the YouTubes that I can't do anything because they're copywriting me. No, I don't file copyright complaints on people unless you actually, you know, break copyright law, which I don't know copyright law, but YouTube has some pretty solid stuff on it. They determine what is considered to be copyright. They've got algorithms that are written for all of that stuff, and they find it and they will remove it. You don't understand why Tug and Coop pushed Elemental P to 1K. Lynette doesn't need to be on YouTube. You don't understand, to prove that she was a liar, Nancy. That's why they pushed her to get to 1K. Because as you'll remember, Lynette said multiple times, if she gets 1K, 1,000 subs, that she would do a live stream. And guess what? They proved her to be yet a liar once again. It's the same way that the fleas say, oh, if this happens, I'm going to do X, Y, or Z. They've still yet to file a lawsuit. They keep saying, we're filing a lawsuit. And now they're raising money to file a lawsuit. Okay. File it. What's the holdup? What's the holdup? You want to get an attorney, but you want to have people raise money to pay to have an attorney. So you don't want to, it must not be that bad of a deal, or you never would have even mentioned it. Ah, the new grift. You got to have the new grift. You got to try to raise that money somehow. How about this? Do some good content. Something that people want to see. Something that people enjoy. I mean, just like you guys. If you guys enjoy this stuff, hit the thumbs up. If you want to take that step further, you can always donate to the channel. It keeps the lights on. I'm not going to be doing fundraisers. I've had people reach out and say, hey, can you do a fundraiser? Join me for this fundraiser. And I always turn them down. If I'm going to do any sort of grift like that, I let people know, hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and that's what that money goes to. I don't do fundraisers for other people. I will support something that I support. I will vet it all out entirely and say, here's where you can go to donate to whatever fund, but I won't set up any sort of fundraiser like that. If one of these freaks and fools decides that they want to come after me and actually file a lawsuit, which I don't see them doing because, well, they've got their own issues to deal with. They want to file a lawsuit. Oh, I'll fundraise for that. And it'll be done the proper and legal way. Very transparent on how much comes in, how much goes out. But yeah, I'm not going to get involved with this stupid, bullshit where they're just like, oh, you've got to do X, Y, or Z. No. I just do things like this.
Venom, lady in black. She listening in the shadows, ready to attack. No warning shot, no polite hello. Has wicked grin and a toxic glow. She's dripping poison like gossip at brunch. Her sharp bite and you become her lunch. Sexy till you're twitching on the floor. She's smirking in your face, then comes back for more. Bite, baby, better say your prayers. Venom's got stilettos and homicidal flair. She's vicious, delicious, a queen with a sting. The sexiest nightmare you've ever seen. Pucker up, sugar. Mama's venom tastes sweet.
Still the scariest damn creature ever.
Damn right. I'm scary.
How you doing, Venom? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, and
Shizzy. Jillian
just got gifted a membership. Denise Malinoff with the gifted membership to Jillian Soy Band. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Welcome to the Schitt Show.
Every single day. And I'm shortening that down because it's always a very long song. I might just put in the ooh at the very end.
You can't leave out the important part of it saying it's the Schitt Show.
Okay.
Welcome to the Schitt Show. Every
Thank you,
single
Denise.
day,
Appreciate it.
a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's what you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday goes and Tuesday goes
Thank you,
Wednesday. And then 4 more days of increasingly
Oh, yes.
ridiculous
Jack Miles with 15 months of membership. Rock the song, you bastard. Rock it. Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
They like the song, Shizzy. They like it.
I know they like the song. It's unique. It's unique, but it's not mine. I've had people say, can I get a copy of your song?
Well,
You're
I mean,
welcome.
yeah, if they look it up, they'd see it. It doesn't say Shizzywhiznut, great master of music thuggery.
Theme song for my life. It's a theme song for a lot of people's lives. Mine, especially lately, has just been an absolute mess. I've been busy. You know how
Yeah.
crazy. You know how crazy it is to keep up with all of the crazy.
Oh, yeah. It makes you crazy. Sure can.
At some point, Machado's gonna give up.
Well, you would think, but something tells me she's gonna double down for a bit more.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen the most recent stuff that she's gone after her with after Baker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for her. It
No,
really
it's
isn't.
not. Mm-mm.
It's been. I'm wanting to see. I'm wanting to see how all of this plays out. Like really, because it's been bad.
Well, you know what tomorrow is, right?
Tomorrow's the 8th.
Well, tomorrow is Wednesday, which begins Big Brother, which begins the end of Machado getting Jolene's attention, which means Machado's not going to have many more people talking about her. She's
Pretty
going to
much.
tank. Yeah. Yeah, she's going to tank. It's coming. I mean, she's already tanked her channel. She started out strong for just a year on the tubes to have, she had 10K and she's dropping daily. Even though she says she's making money, she's not making money.
Well, I don't know. I mean, she might be,
Well, I mean, somebody who likes whole milk that is reducing herself down to skim milk and blaming it on internet bullies when she was shutting down her ex account long before Dollywood even began, from my understanding. And now she's tanking her YouTube channel. Like, she thought she was going to run from the confrontation on X, but didn't expect it on YouTube.
Well, and this is a perfect example of why she's running her channel in the ground. This right here is why you can see the fall coming. It's been building, and what I'm going to show you is disturbing. It's quite disturbing. So I'm gonna give you guys a nice little warning there, because it's bad. Like, if you don't know what this is, I think Venom knows exactly what this is, and she's like, oh
Yeah.
oh, I know what this is. And let me see here. We'll just see if we can pull up the video here to give you a nice little heads up. Before we actually show it.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning. Let me see. Where is it? I thought I had it in here. It looks like I don't have it uploaded in this at all. Nope, I don't have it. Yeah, I do. Here we go. And let's see. Where did it go? Now it disappears. It disappears. There. Here we go.
This video contains lawfully obtained police body cam footage received through a...
Nope, wrong one. But hey, you get the point. Here you go. This one's it, the one I believe I'm looking for. Yeah.
Everything shown on this stream is either publicly available material, content that was previously posted by the original source, or my own protected commentary and opinion. Any documents, screenshots, or excerpts are redacted and displayed in compliance with YouTube's community guidelines.
This stream is for documentation, criticism, analysis, and public discussion. It is most explicitly not for harassment, not exploitation, and not arousal. I did not hack anything, intercept anything, steal anything, or sneak around like a raccoon in a dumpster. Everything here was lawfully obtained or sourced with consent.
This is also not cyberstalking for the mental midgets out there, meaning repeated targeted behavior toward a specific person, and that would cause a reasonable person substantial emotional distress and serves no legitimate purpose. Commentary, criticism, documentation, and discussion of public material with a legitimate purpose do not meet that standard, no matter how pissed off it makes you.
Being offended isn't a cause of action. Being uncomfortable isn't a crime. Making bad choices and then being shocked by the results is a personal journey, not a legal violation. Hurt feelings aren't illegal. Embarrassment isn't illegal. Consequences are not harassment. And your own behavior making you look bad because of your own choices is tragically 100% legal. Deal with it.
Hey, don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion. And you're already rage typing in all caps. This may not be the stream for you. And if any of this is genuinely making you spiral and you are in the need of a voice on the other end, pick up the phone. In the US, you can call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline for immediate support. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, it's this one. It says, you're right, Jessica. I wasn't raised with trauma and abuse. I wasn't adopted at birth. Oh, I was adopted at birth by my amazing family. My parents are 85 and 83. They are healthy. They travel the world. They are active. They are blessed. They have been married for 62 years. They gave me every opportunity in life and still do support and have my back. They love me unconditionally. They've supported me through every decision, bad and good, that I've made in my life. From joining the military to going to college to raising an amazing young man, I am very lucky. They are amazing parents and amazing people. And for that, I will always be better than you.
Yeah, always. And then she says this.
That may be true. But before all of that, there were two people who didn't want you. Even before you were even a fucking person. Two people, a father and a mother, who didn't want anything to fucking do with you, Jennifer. I am very happy that you got all of this, but you were abandoned and put aside like the trash that you are from day fucking one. This is wonderful. And I'm sure.
Not true at all, Jennifer. That is absolutely not true. They cared enough. They cared enough that they actually realized whatever situation they had, your situation could be made better if they were to give you to somebody that would be able to take care of you. That's how much they cared about you, because they knew whatever situation that they were in, however that situation came about, whatever it might have been, that it was not as important as seeing you being able to grow up and have a beautiful life that they didn't believe that they could give you. That's how much they cared about him. This is how much they cared about that person.
Yeah. They did something selfless for the love of a child. And the adoptive family, they love that child as if she was born of them. And for this toilet tank, this gutter dumpster fire of what she calls herself a woman, there's nothing feminine or womanly about this person that we're looking at. She is a dumpster fire train wreck. She is bottom of the barrel.
Irrelevant anyways. Blood is not thicker than water. Exactly. Exactly. Is she a mother? Yeah, she is a mother. That's what makes it really sad, is that she is a mother and would have this to say about any human being at all.
Yeah, well, you know, people who act like this have children that grow up and hear and see what their parents are like. And it's either going to come back to bite her really bad with her kids, and they're just going to abandon her, or they're going to turn out just like what we're looking at. There's only one of two ways. That's sick.
And that you appreciate the gift of the life that you got. But before you got all of that, somebody didn't want you. Also amazing to me that you were given this gift, and what you choose to do with it is to attack other people. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, that's the kind of human being that she is. That is absolutely the kind of human being she is. And so whenever people are saying, oh, well, you know, who is this person? Well, Shizzy, why are you talking about this person? This person attacked friends of mine with the same vitriol. Like friends of mine, people I've broken bread with, people I know personally.
Yeah. She talks about people attacking people and that she doesn't attack people. What you just seen is her version of she does not attack people.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you know, the thing is it really is one of those where people are bored of this kind of behavior. They don't want to interact with them anymore. And you'll see over the next what few months, she's going to ramp up and knows nobody's going to want to have anything to do with her.
Nope. There's no saving grace for this girl.
No.
Whatever relationship she had in the Karen Reed Turtle Boy community, she blazed that.
Oh, yeah. 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 She completely burned it down. Yeah, Volstorm, I attack everyone. Yeah, I mean, but you know, there's things that you'll say to people, but there's things that you shouldn't say online to people. You know, this could have been basically a response that she could have responded to her this way, but she decided to take it online and say this.
She could have easily just said, look, so-and-so, I'm not happy with what you're doing and what you're saying, but I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to address it because it's not worth it. But no. Oh, who did that sound like?
Yeah. Who did that sound like? Oh, yeah.
Got a lot in common with people that have recently been emailing her. A lot in common with them.
A lot in common. Really weird, huh?
Me in real life, it's uncanny, except that our timelines are switched. Do you know what I mean? So like I would talk about, and like I would say maybe 2 or 3 days ago, I was just like, is that really a bad thing? Is that really a bad thing? Because also guess whose views are up? Jess Machado's. So everybody in the community that I left is all talking about me. Everybody is getting the views, and they are absolutely allowed to do that. Absolutely. I don't like when people lie. That's my only issue. You can't lie. And as far as like Jolene Lunzer goes, like there's like this whole, like she is a, she's just roasting people. Roasts only work when like the person who's getting roasted like laughs and is in on it. You know what I mean? It's like, otherwise it's just like whatever. And I don't like how people are misinterpreting what I did this morning. I read Jolene's blogs and I was like, Jolene is so much like me in real life.
No.
It's uncanny.
No.
No, not even close.
Not on your best day, sweetheart, will you ever hold a candle to that woman. Never.
No. 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 Not going to happen.
Except that our timelines are switched. Do you know what I mean? So like, I wasn't like, I said it as like a gotcha moment, but more like gotcha, like, bitch, you're just like me. You're just like me.
No.
No. No.
All right. Anyway, she was texting from vacation. Me in real.
Yeah. No. No. Nothing alike whatsoever. There's nothing about these two people that are the same.
No.
At all.
She wishes
No way.
that she could be Jolene, but she will never come close to being a Jolene.
No. Jolene has that thing that most comedians do. They're fun to listen to.
Yeah, they're able to express the wrong in the world, the wrong in people, and bring light to it, but still make people laugh, but make them aware of why they're laughing at these people. This girl is oblivious to what comedy and what stand-up roasting. There's several different types of roast, and the roast that she thinks Jolene is giving her is not the kind of Dean Martin sit down with the gang and roast somebody we love. No, her roast is to put you down.
Yeah. And it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate that these people will fade into obscurity. I mean, it's unfortunate for them. And I see all of these little channels that are going on these big attacks. They will be disappearing. Yeah, see, yep. George Carlin. And it's because of their own behavior that they will be disappearing. Depo.
Oh, Depo. Oh, that's going to be priceless.
Yeah, and I'm sure Jeremy will be talking about that today.
Oh, I'm sure he'll have some kind of update. I've already seen posts where she is posting out there as of yesterday or Sunday that she was absolutely not going at 8:30. She won't be there till after 10. Her child has a new diagnosis.
Oh, of course. There's always something new. I mean, that was sort of my down and under. You can find it on the YouTubes. You can find it on the YouTubes. I mean, not on just the YouTubes. You can find it on the X. Yeah, you can find it on X. It's right up there.
Yeah, Valor. She won't be hard to find.
I can give me a second, and I will pull this up for you. I will pull it up for you, and I will post where you can actually find that particular clip, because that wasn't me clipping that. That was somebody else. And I will post the link up there so you can find it. You might have to change some of the spelling in it, but it's absolutely there. And it was Sarcasm that posted it on the X. So here we go. Paste that there.
Yeah, she did. In fact, she talked about you yesterday.
There you go.
She felt bad for missing the show Thursday.
Who did?
Star. Your baby star mama. Your star nut mama.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. People miss me all the time. Oh, my cult lord. Get a haircut, hippie. It's growing out. I told people that, yeah, I'll grow this thing out. Shave it to a mohawk. Just to watch you guys freak out. No, my wife asked me, said, sweetheart, can you grow your hair back out? I like running my fingers through your hair. I was like, this old mess on my head. She was like, it's new and it's fresh, and I want it long again. I was like, we'll see.
Shizzy, I'm a little concerned though. You've got to be careful while you're online and growing your hair out. Because we know there's somebody who likes long hair who's obsessed with you. She wants you.
Good luck. It's not going to happen.
She's going to say you're growing her hair out just for her.
No. If that's her kink, well, that's on her. She's not mine. She is my muse, though. She is my muse. Thank you very much, Malvin. Like, seriously, the crazy shit that she says.
I love
Sarcasm talked about me. I hope so, because I talk about her all the time.
We talked about you yesterday. Oh my gosh.
Star's awesome.
We found a wall-mounted guitar nut crusher and well, it's a can crusher, but
Oh, that's awesome.
it's in a guitar shape that you could mount, and it's a one push automatonous machine that you just load it and it crushes like 10-15 cans in less than a minute.
Yeah. I had one of those like can crushers. It's pretty cool where you could just load them up in there and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, we started looking at the simple ones that just mount to the wall or to a tree, and it comes with, picture backgrounds of flags or beavers or squirrels. Then it moved into,
put your nuts in my beaver. What?
Yeah, we're turning it into a nut crusher, actually.
Turning it into a giant nut cracker. If you were your depot, would you turn up? If it were your depot, yeah, Demon,
absolutely.
If I was deposed, yes.
If this was my depot, I would have been at the first one and made sure everything was taken care of and out of the way.
Yeah, hydraulic can crusher. Yeah, no, that would I turn up? What? Yeah, I would turn up if I've been deposed before. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, you have to understand with the deposition, all you're doing is establishing the facts. If you've got nothing to lie about, nothing to hide, deposition shouldn't bother you at all. I mean, they're going to always be stressful because you want to make sure that you're hearing the question right. You listen to what the question is, you understand it fully, and then you answer it truthfully. And I've said this before, if Lynette would just rip the damn Band-Aid and stop trying to spin, stop trying to lie, all this stuff would go so much better for her. Like, it would probably be a big relief just to get it off your shoulders.
Well, they still think there's a $1 million payday coming for them. Unfortunately, her case in Fed 1 with her paramour, her roommate, the one she shares everything with.
The guy that lives in a glass tent.
Well, I hope so. I mean, it sounds like she's looking for an air conditioning unit for the tent.
Yes. Yes. The good old AC for the tent. Hydraulic crane. Yeah. I would I show up? Yeah. If I was being deposed. Yeah. That BS has you on full tilt. It should. Yeah. What people like Machado don't understand is I have a half brother that was given up for adoption. Yeah.
Yep.
He was adopted by an older couple that couldn't have kids and was raised by his mother because his father passed whenever he was 3. His adoptive father passed whenever he was 3. And he grew up to have a loving wife, enjoys his life, doesn't let this kind of crap get to him. All this crazy that you see. I mean, he served what, I don't know how many years in the Navy. Reconnected with him, about a decade ago. We still talk on a regular basis. I mean, I will say that his mother is a piece of garbage human being, because we share the same blood mother. Our blood mother is Lynette on steroids.
Well,
so
I bet she didn't go through the adoption through Facebook.
No. She actually realized that this, you know, and I will give her that. She realized that she was in a bad situation, that she couldn't raise a child on her own. She already had two that she could barely take care of, and having a third, instead of, you know, having him deleted, she gave him up for adoption. He was adopted by a loving couple that loved him until their final days, and raised a pretty fine person, I would say. So whenever people want to like sit there and say, oh, they didn't care about you. No, she absolutely did. She cared enough that she was like, I will do this to ensure that, you know, the human race continues going on. And it helped out a family that couldn't have kids. Crazy how that works.
Yeah. I mean, when adoption is done, you know, the right way.
D-Man says the redcoats are back in the US of A.
The goats are back? Oh,
no. The redcoats. Redcoats.
The redcoats. Oh.
Yeah, he's like, England won. Woohoo!
Do not throw the tea this time. Keep it, guys.
Oh,
toss everything but the Earl Grey.
I do like Earl Grey.
Earl Grey is good.
Earl Grey's good. Anyhow, everyone, I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of Loverboy, because you know what's better than that. I will see you guys tonight. I'll be doing a stream, of course, with Mo in the Deep End. We're going to be we'll probably be going over a little more of the Birchmore case that we've been covering, a little bit of that. Or we might do something else. You never know what's going to pop off on the YouTube, because it's YouTube. What else could go wrong? We'll see you guys very soon. Peace.
Bye, guys.
I like you, lover boy. Yes, Shizzy. Can I call you my lover boy? Yes, Shizzy. Can I call you my lover boy? We're shizzing with no legal background, talking legal issues. Sounds like a felony to me, dude. You need to stop now, or you'll get convicted practicing without a license. How much court time you got, Shizzy? You sound like a fool in the legal crowd. Shiz, come on. Shiz, come the fuck on. I hooked your ass up, stop being a follower. Poor Shiz, I need to give you money. You're a nice guy, pulled into this bullshit, but damn, I still want you. Get a mind of your own. Maybe then you'll have a real chance with me. Shiz, I like you, lover boy. Yes, Shizzy. Can I call you my lover boy? Yes, Shizzy.
Every time I see that one, suicide.
My family's worth over 10 million. I'm worth more than Jeremy could imagine. Your audience got no mind of their own shiz. What guy fights this hard for a stupid ass narcissist? Shiz will make sure his gay crush walks away. Okay, love a bonus boy. Shizzy and Hales are in love, sitting in a tree. Come on, Shiz, stop being gay and come to me. Shizzy got no brain. Hales tells him how to think, but your gay ass still fights, and it's turning me on the brink. Shiz, I like you, lover boy. Yes, Shizzy. Can I call you my lover boy? Yes, Shizzy. Can I call you my lover boy? Let's not be fooled, the guy is unethical. Shiz, no legal education, still educating monkey brains. I'll give you a live debate right now from a woman who changed laws interstate. Come play this game with me. Shizzy, who's a gay nut? Shiz fights for a man just to gain followers. Now that is one fuck real man, and I fucking love you. There's something about you I love. Shiz, there's something about you I truly trust, and like, I can't stop thinking about you. It's all good, pure entertainment, but really, I'm obsessed. I get it. Shiz, I write music too. Shame you don't know me. You might have been my friend or more. Honestly, Shiz, I haven't roasted you yet. You still appear as a sweet guy I want. Shiz, I hope you don't think legally Leslie's been added. I'm suing Hales in state court, nothing in federal. He's stranded. Why do males go to bat for Hales? I'm open-minded. Best friends are gay. No I would care so much if you just obsess over me the way I obsess over you. I like you, lover boy. I like you, lover boy. Shiz, come the fuck on. Can I call you my lover boy? Please, I want you. I'm obsessed. I get it. But really, I can't stop thinking about you.